So today we'll continue with the network address translation practicals. Okay. Before that, when we were discussing about NAT, we saw that there is three types. One is the static NAT. Okay. Then we have dynamic NAT. And also we discussed about PAT. Okay, basically there are four types: static NAT, dynamic NAT, static PAT, dynamic PAT. But according to CCNA syllabus, we have only PAT, that is actually the dynamic PAT. Okay, this is the dynamic PAT. There's one more thing, static PAT, which is also known as port forwarding. Okay, so that part is not there in the CCNA. Okay, all right. So first of all, if we discuss about your static NAT, okay. If we discuss about your static NAT, we said that it is what? One-to-one mapping. One address will be mapped with another address. Means one fixed private address will be mapped with one fixed public IP address. Okay. And the mapping is manual. The mapping is done manually. Okay. And it is used for basically used for the servers. Basically used for servers. Okay. Then about dynamic NAT will come later, but first of all, we'll see the practical for static NAT. Okay. So what we are going to do, we are going to create a topology where I'll take a router. This router will be performing the NAT. So the host name of this router, I'll keep it as a simple NAT router. Okay. Then on one side, I'm going to keep another. Okay, we'll just simply take the PCs. Okay, I'll take a PC here. This PC, I'll call it as an internet PC. Okay. We'll consider this is the internet side. Okay. Then we'll take one PC here. Okay. To perform static NAT. Okay, like this. Then what I'll do, I'll take a switch here so that I can connect multiple systems. Okay, and with this switch, I'll connect few systems. Let's say two systems I'll connect. Okay. So this side will be performing static NAT and this side will be performing dynamic and also the port address translation PAT. The networks we'll consider is 10.1.1.0/24. Here we'll consider 10.2.2.0/24. And this side is the internet. So I'll consider 11.1.1.0/24. Okay. Here the IP I will keep. Let's say this is the PC1 and this will have the IP.cat. Okay. And this is PC2 will have the IP.20. This is PC3 will have IP, let's say .30. Okay. This is your switch. And this internet PC will have the IP .100. Okay. So this will be our topology. Now, whenever you want to configure NAT, okay. Whenever you want to configure NAT, you must have to remember few things. What? First of all, you must know, let's say this is the interface, for example, Z0/0. And this interface, let's say Z0/1. This interface is Z0/2. So now you will have to define two interfaces for your networks on the router. That which is your inside interface, which is your outside interface. So when I will be performing NAT for this particular network, let's say 10.1.1.0. So what will be my inside interface? Z0/0 is my obviously internet inside interface. Which interface will be my outside interface? Z0 by 2. And if I'm performing NAT for this network, my inside interface will be Z0 by 1 and outside will be 0 by 2. This part is clear? Okay. So what will be the steps? First of all, define your inside and outside interfaces. This is the first task if you want to perform static NAT. Okay. So how we will define? Just simply go to the interface. Okay. Interface, and then let's say you'll go to the inside interface. Okay. Here you'll give the name of your inside interface. And here you're going to say IP NAT inside. This is clear. This is how you're going to define the inside interface. Same way, you will define the outside interface. How you will define the outside interface? Just in place of this, say outside interface name and IP NAT. This is clear. Once this is done, give the NAT command. Configure NAT. How you will configure the NAT? See, you'll give the command IP NAT inside source static. You will give this command. Then after you will give your private IP address. Okay. Which private IP you want to map, and then you will give your public IP address to which public IP address you want to map. First private IP, then public IP. Now see, we'll perform this practical. This part is clear, how we are going to perform. Okay, so we'll take one router for NAT, and then we'll take 4 PCs. Okay. Here we'll use a switch also. Okay. So this side we'll be using the network 10.1.1.0/24. Here we'll be using 10.2.2.0/24. And here we'll be using in the outside 11.1.1.0/24. This is clear. On the router, all IPs will be .1. Okay. Here on this PC, you will have 11.1.1.100. Here on the PC2, you will have 10.2.2.30. Here you will have 10.2.2.20. Here you will have 10.1.1.10. These all will be the IP addresses. Okay. Okay. Now we'll do the configuration. So for configuration, Notepad. So on PCs, we do not require any special configuration. Okay, then we'll directly do the configuration in the router itself. Because on PCs, we cannot configure in that notepad. So here I'll keep 10.1.1.10, 255.255.255.0, 10.1.1.1. This part is clear? Okay. Desktop IP configuration 10.2.2.20, 10.2.2.1. Yes, 2.1, right? Then here we'll have 10.2.2.30, 10.2.2.1. This is the internet PC. Let's change the name. Internet PC. (11.1.1.100), 11.1.1.1. Now router configuration is needed. Okay. CLI. No. Enable configuration terminal. Host names. Let's say NAT. Okay. Interface V0 by 0. IP address 10.1.1.1. 255.255.255.0. No shutdown. V0 by 1. IP address will be 0 by 1. Yes. 2.2.1, right? 0 by 1. Okay. We have changed the interfaces here. Okay, no problem. See 0 by 1. Okay, let me do one thing. Let us keep it according to our this topology. Okay. So that 0 by 2 we'll consider outside. Z0 by 1, Z0 by 2. Now, okay. Oh. So internet PC configuration is done. We are doing the router configuration. Okay, so what will be the IP here? 10.2.2.1. Now you will see that, okay, I have given 3 commands regularly. So what will happen? First time it took this command. When I gave the second command, the IP was overwritten. And when I gave it again, the IP was again overwritten. Okay. So whenever you give a new IP on the same interface, the old IP will be replaced. Okay. Then interface Z0 by 2. Okay, no shutdown. Z0 by 2. This is the IP and no shutdown. Correct? Let's check. Show IP interface brief. So Z0 by 0, 10.1.1, 0 by 1, 10.2, and 11.2. Interface Z0 by 2. IP address 11.1.1.1, 255.255.255.0. Okay. Do show IP interface brief. Now, okay. All right. So as of now, if you will see, let's say if I try to communicate from here to here. If I say ping 11.1.1.100. You will see I have the communication. Correct? Okay. Is my IP getting translated? Let's see. So we will just be pinging. So we'll check only ICMP. Because we will check using the ping traffic only. Okay. Now see. Go here. Ping. What is the source IP? What is the destination IP? 11.1.1.100. Okay. So when this packet comes to router, check if there is any sort of translation on the incoming side and outgoing side. Is there any change in the source IP? In the source IP, there is no change, means there is no translation happening. Okay. And if you want to check on the router whether the translation is happening or not, or the translation is working or not, okay, you can say show IP NAT translations. Okay, but this is show command. So do show. Is there any output? No, that means no translation. Okay. Now what we'll do, we'll configure the static NAT. And according to static NAT, if I want to configure for my 10 network, means I want to change this IP. And let's say this is my server, and for this server, I have purchased a public IP, and my public IP is 200.1.1.1. Okay. Let's say this is my IP, or let's say you have purchased an IP from, for example, okay, same 200.1.1.1. Let's say you have purchased this IP. Okay. So what will happen whenever this IP will come on the router? It will translate into 200.1.1.1. So what will be my inside interface? Z0 by 0. Outside interface? 0 by 2. Okay. Go to the router. Interface Z0 by 0 and say IP NAT inside. Interface Z0 by 2. Sorry. IP NAT outside. This part is clear. Now we have to configure NAT. Now see. IP NAT inside source static, because we are performing static NAT. Then what is my private IP? 10.1.1.10. And to which IP I want to translate it? 200.1.1.1. This is correct. Hit enter. NAT is done. Static NAT is done. Check. Do show IP NAT translation. You will see there is an entry that my inside local IP is what? 10.1.1.10, and it is getting translated to 200.1.1.1. Okay. Now let's generate the traffic. Go to the PCU. What is the source? 10.1.1.10, because PC doesn't know about the translation. Now see. When this packet will go to the router, the incoming packet had what? Source IP 10.1.1.10. But when the packet is going outside, 200.1.1.1. So when this internet PC will communicate, this internet PC will communicate with the 200.1.1.1 only. Okay. See, when the internet PC replied, both sides the destination is what? 200.1.1.1. And when router will send this packet outside, the router will retranslate or untranslate this back to 10.1.1.10. So you see, when the packets are going on the internet, what they are doing here, the translation and untranslation is happening. When the packet is going from inside to outside, translation, and when the packet is coming from outside to inside, untranslation.